Alright, how's everyone doing today? So, yeah, I've been doing a lot of research and trying to figure out stuff for things that are relevant to health. And led me down kind of a weird path because, when I first started wanting to make videos and trying to figure out exactly what it is I was going to do, I wasn't really going to see it taking this kind of direction. I always was thinking that I was going to start ironing out the details of getting all my projects and stuff together, and then essentially going back and working on my other stuff, like my music and stuff, which I thought would be kind of the exciting point of my life. And I don't know, I just started getting in contact with more reputable people on the health industry and watching a lot more documentaries, as well as a lot of other things that kind of helped me go a little straight on a more productive path, probably. I mean, as much as I love singing about dicks and some other silly shit, it's probably a better path overall for me, and for the sake of everything else. When I was talking to Joe Marcella the other day, he referred to me as a bodhisattva, which I thought was kind of interesting. He explained to me that what is that? It's not the same thing as like with the yogic, I don't know, Hindu. It's a Hindu deal, but it's somebody who comes back and like they make a vow, bodhisattvic vow, that they're gonna come back and liberate, enlighten people, even after they've died. Like, they make a vow that they come back and reincarnate to be able to benefit until every man on earth is, that's a tight spot, is enlightened, which is kind of an interesting idea. I didn't really consider myself as that, but it was just like, you're going out there and you're trying to actually seek the truth and go out there and explain it to other people, and I'm thinking like, yeah, that isn't what I'm trying to do. I mean, I know from a lot of these videos right here, it doesn't seem like that necessarily, because a lot of times I'll just ramble, and if I was really serious about this, I would obviously do it kind of like the other people a little bit more. But, I can't stress enough that this isn't like the thing right here. This is like one tool that I can use to keep on track. Because if it wasn't for these thought sessions where I could just kind of throw them out there and stuff going through my mind, I wouldn't really know what I was doing, because I don't know. There's something powerful in just allowing yourself to think out loud and try to, I guess I'll speak quantum mechanically, but make it so your potentials become into an actual like superposition or collapse on one reality. I don't know. I'm just talking ambiguous now. But, you've got all this shit that runs through your head, and when you don't put it down into one thing, you don't realize how small it really is. Like, like you're feeling stressed out or something, and your head's running rampant full of a bunch of bullshit. Well, chances are there's a lot less bullshit in your head than you think, but you wouldn't know that until you actually, write it all out. Actually force yourself to think of, what exactly is this? Because you make these associations in your head that there's one issue and there's a separate issue, and when you're holding them in your head at the same time, you start thinking about how they're interconnected, and you pretend as if those are different issues than their own. I hope that makes sense. I don't really know how to explain it any better than that. But usually how bad our life is going that we think is nowhere near this situation, because we like to overplay everything. But until you really collapse that down into one definitive thing that is causing you a problem, which can 100% be fixed, because if it couldn't be fixed, then it wouldn't be a problem, it'd just be a situation, right? And if it's a situation outside of your control, there's no point in developing any kind of relationship with that, because there's no point in interacting with that which is out of your control. you can only make change from those that are within your grasp. So, I don't know. But I'm really excited to see what's going to happen because there's a lot of healthy changes and stuff that I'm making as well. I'm kind of following the plant paradox and some of the other things to try to keep as healthy as I can. Not following it religiously or anything. I'm still keeping an open mind to what could be out there, but just trying a bunch of stuff in general. Watching what I'm putting in my body, limiting it severely, doing just enough workout where I'm getting the blood vessels to kind of like engage a little bit, going into the shower and essentially not using anything except for like mechanical scrubbing, because a lot of these soaps and other shit are causing us a lot of problems. And I guess you got your Scottish shower too, where it's just like they're using hot water and then they go to cold water and hot water and cold water. And I was testing that out the other day and realized it wasn't anywhere near as bad as I thought. I think that like a cold shower or something, it all depends on the time of day you do it. Like if you wake up and you're well rested and stuff, maybe it's a willpower thing, but it really doesn't negatively affect you right off the bat. Now at the end of the day, I don't know. It seems maybe a little less desirable, but I'm gonna be yanking my own tail here. One thing I found that was really kind of important to keep a successful habit of doing a cold shower was to work yourself up first. Like I would work, I would just pretty much work out until I was gasping for breath. Not for long, but like extreme interval training for a small amount of time. Really get my heart rate up, and then just jump in there and take a normal shower. Switch down to cold water incrementally, and then just go between hot and cold. And by that time, your body's already kind of adjusted. So I don't know how to explain that, but that's really important for your lymphatic system. It helps wash away all the bullshit that maybe you can't do normally without assistance, or maybe you can, but it just takes more time. So that's all I got today. Nothing specific. So stay wonderful, and I'll see you later.